Welcome everyone and thank you for tuning in to game 1 of the PSCL. We currently have the Rush taking on the Haymakers. So as of right now, the Rush are sitting at 8-8 in 5th place right behind the Bombers who are 10-7. And right now we have the Haymakers sitting in 9th place with 5 wins, 10 losses and 1 tie. So today is going to be a big game for the Rush if they want to continue to stay at least at 500 or above since they are trailing right behind the Bombers. And the Reds have won back-to-back games, while the Haymakers have lost back-to-back games. So today we'll be seeing who's going to keep their streak alive and who's going to break their losing streak. And as of right now, for the Haymakers, their starting lineup for them is going to be Gianni Brasesco playing second base. Batting second is going to be Jonas Ballesteros playing third base. Batting third is going to be Owen McGuinn playing center field. The cleanup hitter batting fourth is going to be Lawson Darthard playing first. Batting fifth is going to be Augie Cohen playing right field. Batting sixth is going to be Evan Percival playing left. Batting seventh, we have Dominic Tomasi at shortstop. Batting eighth is going to be Seth Bryson at the extra hitter. Batting ninth is going to be Aiden Holcomb. Batting 10th is going to be Evan Kwasanoy, the DH. And their starting pitcher is going to be number 26, Ray Martinez. And the starting pitcher for the Rush is going to be Julio Secaros. And he throws it for ball one on the first pitch to Brasesco, who's going to lead off for the Haymakers. And then Brasesco shoots it right up to the sky to center field, and it looks like the second baseman for the Rush is going to get the first out of the game, and that's going to be Litzenberger calling off the center fielder out in shallow center, calling off the ball.
Yeah, so tomorrow's the last regular season day for the PSCL, and then the format is as follows. So all 11 teams will get a chance to play. The team with the best record gets a first round bye and single elimination. And one other cool thing is the team that you beat is out, and you get to take their pitchers. That's something I learned today. So yeah, you're going to need, because you're going to play back-to-back games for almost half a week, and so you need as many arms as you can get.
And if I'm correct, it's single elimination, right?
Yes.
Ooh, a lot on the line. He's going to show up. He's going to take the win. And now we have Ballesteros swinging at the first pitch, flies out to the left fielder, and that would be T.J. Wilson. No, excuse me, Solly Wenner collecting the second out.
Yeah, two outs on 3 pitches, and both of them fly outs, one in the shallow center field. And good job by the second baseman Aiden Litzenberger for moving back and tracking it, because T.J. Wilson would have had to run a long way to grab it.
Yeah, those shallow balls are always tough, but make sure you got to communicate, which makes things easier for the fielders. And now we have Owen McGuinn batting third, takes for strike one on the first pitch. Now, Sicarios is a recent 2025 high school graduate, attended Boulder Creek High School. And McGuinn fouls it off. He's in an 0-2 count early on. Sicarios currently standing 5'9", weighing 180 pounds. In his past 4 outings, he currently holds a 4.20 ERA, but in the last 2 games, in 10 innings of work, he's had no earned runs while striking out 6 batters, so he's been trending in the right direction so far.
A 1-2 count now for Sicarios.
Yeah, he's making quick work. All of this is under 10 pitches still.
He's only thrown 6.
Yeah, he's been locked in so far. And he misses up with that half fastball to make it a 2-2 count to McGuinn.
Yeah, and we lucked out this morning, because as it stands right now, it's overcast and the sun's behind the clouds, and looks like it's going to be that way most of the day. There's almost nothing but clouds in the sky. A swing and a miss, and that is how the top. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, you're no good. And that's how Sicarios gets out of the inning. Ends the inning with the strikeout, making quick work here in the top of the first inning. And we'll go ahead and tune right back in as we head into the bottom, so the Rush can get their at-bats.
Somewhere down there is you. And just like us, you're an amazing Palm Springs vacation home. I bet we have a lot in common. Elevated, yet down to earth. A place to soak it up, sip it down, and make a splash. A place where staying in is even better than going out. Not just a place for visiting, a place for living in the moment. That moment when vacation dreams become reality. You're one of Palm Springs' best kept secrets. Let's show you off. Because you're so much more than just a home. You're a destination. You're an adventure. You're an idyllic escape. You're a happy place.
Need a garage door replaced or repaired? Then go to Overhead Door Company. We do it all. Repairs, service, new installs, retrofits, and more. For over 100 years, Overhead Door has been committed to bringing you the best in residential garage doors, commercial doors, openers, and accessories. Whether you need a stylish new garage door for your home, a more energy-efficient commercial door for your business, or a better integrated door system for your industrial application, remember, if you don't see the red ribbon logo, you are not getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door products and service you need. Look for the red ribbon for products that are reliable and safe. Our service technicians are trained, knowledgeable, and background checked. Our continued success is due to our exceptional employees.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. We currently have the Rush taking on the Haymakers. The score remains 0-0 as Sicario was able to make quick work, getting 3 batters, 3 outs. And now leading off for the Rush, we have Aiden Litzenberger taking ball 1 on the first pitch. So the lineup for the Rush is going to be Litzenberger leading off, playing second base. Batting second, we have Lubby Marujo at shortstop. And Litzenberger takes for ball 2, is currently ahead, a 2-0 count. Batting third, the DH is going to be Derek Ball. Cleanup hitter at fourth is going to be Easton Kretzer playing first base. Batting fifth, Kyler Bachman, the extra hitter. Batting sixth, Jose Diaz is playing first base. And Litzenberger fouls it off. He's going to be in a 2-1 count. Jose Diaz at first base. Batting seventh is going to be TJ Wilson in center field. Batting eighth, Jordan Wenner behind the dish at catcher. Batting ninth is going to be Sully Wenner in left field. Batting ninth. Batting 10th is going to be Jaden Scott in right field. And their starting pitcher is going to be Julio Sicario, was able to get out of it quickly against the Haymakers his first time around. And now Litzenberger takes a 3-1 count. He shoots it back, and it's going to be strike 2. Count's curling full. And the starting pitcher for the Haymakers is Ray Martinez. And Ray Martinez is going to be attending San Joaquin Delta College, standing 5'8", weighing 165 pounds. And then Litzenberger hits it right through the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Was able to work a full count and get a base knock. Seen 6 pitches in that at bat. And now we have Lubby Marujo, the shortstop, coming up to bat.
Yeah, that hit, it just squeezed in between the 5 and 6 gap. And right there, for a moment, it looked like Ballesteros had a chance to go for it, and Tomasi was too far away. But yeah, it gets in the left field and leadoff single in the bottom first.
Yeah, great way to start off a game as Ray Martinez throws for ball 1. And by the looks of it, it looks like this is Martinez's pitching debut. He's been a batter so far, but by the looks of it, he'd be his first time pitching, and he's been doing great so far. And there you go, Litzenberger trying to steal second. Might have looked like it was a hit and run, but Marujo pops it out to the shortstop to get the first out of the inning.
And good awareness by Litzenberger to run back because he knew it was going to be caught. And imagine if it was dropped, though, and you have 2 runners at first. That would have resulted in a pickle or force out. That was just a bizarre play. Yeah, he took off like he was stealing, and instead, though, his instincts were right, and he went back before the ball was caught.
Yeah, it's always great to see some action early on. Some small ball, maybe. And now due up, we have the third hitter, Derek Ball, who's going to be the DH today. Derek Ball is currently batting .476 with an on-base percentage of .621. Been having a great showing so far, and he takes for strike 1. And he gets jammed and shoots it right over to the second baseman in shallow right, and he's under it. Oh, and he dropped it. He was not able to completely get the out, but he was able to recover to get Litzenberger out at second base. What a great way to recover and get the second out.
That one's a tough play to make. He may have been staring into the sun on that, and it's hard. It's given the benefit of the doubt. It fell out of his glove, too. We'll see that as an error, I think. And that's how Derek Ball is going to be safe at first. But then the tag out at second for the second out. So a 4-6 put out to retire Aiden Litzenberger.
Yeah, that sun is going to has been a killer so far for every team that's been playing out here, even for the Power. So it is a big factor. But now they were able to get the lead runner out at second base. He was able to recover and get an out at least. And now we have Easton Kretzer, the first baseman, coming up to bat. Takes for strike one on the first pitch. Still with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning, we have Derek Ballstein at first base. Score is currently 0-0. And Easton Kretzer takes for ball one. He's able to make it even at 1-1. Easton Kretzer is out of Webster University, currently batting .375. Had a 5-game hit streak going, but it did snap on the 30th of June against the Bombers, although they did win 11-12. And now we have Derek Ball advancing to second base with the stolen base.
13 pitches in, and he can. And the last pitch can come at any time, and Sequeiros was allowed or able to get out of the top of the first inning just 8 pitches, and Martinez up to 13. But right now, early on, it looks like it'll be a pitching duel between these two guys.
Yeah, they've been pitching great so far. He's only been able to get singles and now an extra base hit, and that one shoot up the middle right to the center fielder. He takes it on a hop. There's gonna be no play at the plate. He cuts it off, he's going to second base, and he's in there. He was able to beat the throw.
So it's an RBI single, and then advancing on the throw is Easton Kretzer.
Great offense by the Rush. They have 2 singles so far, taking advantage of the mishap at second base. Still with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning, the Rush were able to put on the score early with Kretzer hitting an RBI single. And now due up is going to be the 5th hitter, Kyler Bachman, the extra hitter. Takes for strike one. Now they do have the chance to get another run in with another base hit, as they have Easton Kretzer standing on second base. Missed low, the breaking pitch just missed inside. Counts even up at 1-1. And that'll make Kretzer's 11th RBI this summer. Kyler Bachman is out of Arkansas Tech University, currently batting .200. Although last game he did have 2 hits against the Bombers on June 30th. Had 1 hit, had a single and a double with 3 RBIs. But now he's in a 1-2 count. Ray Martinez can have the chance to limit the damage.
He's staying alive, and that ball goes into the stands. You know, one cool thing I like when a foul ball hits the stands is there's always like just enough of a slope for it to roll down each step slowly, making it down to the bottom level.
Yeah, and you just keep hearing it.
Yeah, boom, 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 all the way.
And he shoots it up in the sky. The second baseman is going to call it off, and he's able to catch it this time, battling the sun. And that's how the Haymakers are able to get out of the inning. But the Rush do take an early 1-0 lead with an RBI single by Kretzer. We'll be right back in the top of the second.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Hey, Coachella Valley, Patrick Summers here, General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Spring is here and summer is right behind it. Don't get caught with a broken air conditioning system. Call us now. Let us get a tune-up done. We're offering a special for $79. It comes with a seasonal guarantee. Call our team today. Get yourself scheduled before the heat hits. Be proactive, not reactive. Go ahead and book at callthegeneral.com or call our offices and we'll get you taken care of.
Welcome back, folks, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL here in Southern California. The Rush did take an early lead back in the bottom of the first inning with an RBI single by Eston Kretzer, which brought in Derek Ball. By now, it's the Haymakers' chance to answer back since we have Lawson Darthard, the first baseman, coming up to bat. Sakars is still on the bump for the Rush. Takes for ball one, up and away. Darthard is currently attending Taft College, standing 6'2", weighing 230 pounds. Has a batting average of 360 with an on-base percentage of 484. Takes away for ball two. Currently ahead in the count, 2-0. Has accumulated 9 hits so far this summer, as well as only striking out 4 times. He's currently on a 3-game streak of no strikeouts recorded. Takes for strike one. He's currently in the 2-1 count. Julio Sakara is making quick work here. Trying to quick pitch him, but he misses low for ball 3. And on deck for the Haymakers, we have Augie Cohen. Darthard's currently ahead 3-1. Still looking for a runner to get on as the Haymakers went down 1-2-3. He shoots it straight up, and it's gonna be a foul ball to even up to make it a full count at 3-2.
That kind of startled me.
Yeah, that ball always gets closer and closer, I feel like. Sarcardios does have a tough assignment against Darthard as he hasn't struck out in 3 straight games. The last time he struck out was on June 24th against the Bombers. The only time he struck out 2 times in 1 game. He got jammed on that one, and he fouled it back. Stays in this at bat. This will be his 7th pitch.
Haymaker standing at 5-10-1, Rusher at 8-8, and so right now it's just a battle for positioning in the second to last game, and it's just keep an eye on the other matchups too, because you want a favorable matchup. So they're going to look at exactly who they might play and how they did against them the first time.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting to see what the standings are going to be after these last couple games. But nonetheless, Darthard was able to walk. This will be his 5th during the summer. He's been doing a great job getting on base. And now we have Augie Cohen batting 5th in right field for the Haymakers. Augie Cohen is out of Our Lady of the Lake University. Currently standing 6'3", 210 pounds, and he shoots it back foul for strike one. Looked like he was late on that pitch. He's currently batting 364. Has not gotten a hit in the past 2 games, but he also didn't strike out. So he's been doing a great job putting the ball in play and just putting the barrel to the ball and seeing what happens. That's all you can do when you're playing baseball. And he takes up for ball 1. Counts currently even up at 1-1. Still no hits for the Haymakers, but they do have their first base runner of the game. Darthard was able to reach on a walk. Rusher currently down 1-0 here in the top of the 2nd inning. Now Augie Cohen is behind in the count after 2 foul-offs. He's in a 1-2 count, still with no outs here in the top of the 2nd inning.
There's a little bit of a wind factor here this morning. The wind is blowing kind of northwest. You can see the flag out in center field blowing that direction. So ball is kind of hitting the left field. They will carry a little bit more, and that's going to be an issue for Sully Wiener and Aiden Holcomb.
Takes low for ball 2. Yeah, that wind and the sun to be playing a factor today. But we'll see if they're going to make the right adjustments to get the outs. But anything hit up in the air is just going to carry, just how you mentioned. Now Augie Cohen is able to work the count 2-2. Shoots it over the... No, he's not. He's able to recover and get the out. Ooh. Just gets in time. Darthard was able to get back after the soft liner to Litzenberger. Almost was able to double him up, but they only get 1 out on that soft liner.
Yeah, and had Lawson Darthard not noticed the spot on that, he kept eyes on the ball. He read the eyes of Litzenberger, so he knew he had to go back. And that's good awareness on him as a base runner. And under most circumstances, that would be a 4-3 double play. But that one just failed to get into the outfield. It looked like by the angle, it was going to get past Litzenberger. Instead, it goes right to his glove.
Yeah, it certainly did. It looked like it was just going to reach over, but Litzenberger timed his jump and was able to snag it and bring it back down. And now we have Evan Percival, the left fielder, taken for strike one. Evan Percival will be playing left field today, and he's out of Duane University. His last game was against the A's on July 1st. Had a hit with 2 RBIs. Check swing that, almost hit the batter of the on deck circle. That would be Dominic Tomasi. Gotta keep your head on the swivel on the field. It's a 1-1 count with 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Haymakers are currently down 1-0 as the Rush were able to get a run early on with an RBI single by Easton Kretzer. Darthard was able to reach on a walk. Takes a pretty big lead, and he's taken off. What a jump by Darthard as he's going to be in there safe, standing up. That'll be a stolen base for him.
And that was a slow throw from Jordan Wiener. Just could not field the ball in time in order to pick off Darthard. Yeah,
Darthard, the last time he stole a base was going to be back on game 1 on June 10th against the Grizzly. So that'll make his second stolen base this summer. Percival is in a 2-2 count, still with 1 out. The Haymakers have the chance to at least tie it up here with the base hit. So they'll be able to tie it up early on. Still looking for the first hit as well. Here comes a pitch by Sicarios, and he fouls it off. He's going to stay alive in his at-bat. Darthard still standing on second base, taking a small lead there. And here comes the pitch by Sicarios, and it gets away by the catcher, but not far enough for Darthard to advance.
No, it's definitely far enough. He just chose to play it safe, and Jordan Wiener had a slow kind of jog over to get it, so that could have been a advance on a pass ball. Instead, it's ball 3.
Yeah, he certainly got away with that one. Darthard could have gone, but might as well just play it safe. It's still early in the game, and he is in scoring position, so a base hit could just knock him in easier. And he swings. No, he's fouled that one off. Still stays alive with the full count.
It was hard to see. You blink and you miss, but it looked like to me at first he didn't make contact on the ball, but he did.
Yeah, it looked like he just got on top of it and was able to get a piece. So he'd be seeing his 8th pitch this at bat. The leadoff hitter, Darthard, was able to see 7 pitches. So these Haymaker batters are fouling things off, just staying alive, raising up that pitch count, doing whatever they can to put the ball in play. He fouls that one yet again. And on deck for the Haymakers, we have Dominic Tomasi. Percival currently has 6 RBIs this summer. Was able to get 2 in his last game. And his swing and a miss with the high fastball up. Was able to put him away. That'll be Sicarios' second strikeout of the game.
Yeah, Dominic Tomasi, the shortstop, already made some good plays in the bottom half of the inning. Caught a fly ball that went right to him, and also tagged out Aiden Litzenberger.
And Dominic Tomasi's out of Monterey Peninsula College. He throws up and in for ball 1. Tomasi was able to get a hit his last time around on July 1st against the A's, although they did lose 5-6. And he was able to score as well. Had a productive day. Tomasi shoots it straight up into the sky, and it's going to be out of play. He's currently even up the count at 1-1. Still with 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. The Haymakers are threatening to tie it up the game, but they are currently down 1-0 as the Rush were able to put up a run early on with the Easton Kretzer RBI single to bring in Derek Ball. It's a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Dominic Tomasi rips it down the line, just yanked it foul.
Yeah, that one going down same the same left direction, and the speed off the bat, had that been in fair territory, that would have been a tricky one, depending on exactly the bad hop. If it got a bad hop or not, if it kept up its velocity, that definitely would have resulted in RBI and perhaps even a triple.
Yeah, with his speed, he could have took advantage of that. As soon as it's down the line, you're already looking for extra bases. Still with the 1-2 count. Tomasi has 2 outs on him with him. Takes low for ball 2. Count's currently even at 2-2. Darthard still standing at second base after he stole. And on deck for the Haymakers, we have Seth Bryson, the extra hitter. Darthard taking a small lead there at second base. Threw it outside the plate for ball 3. The count's full now.
He's turning his head back and forth, just trying to keep an eye on him. And wants to get through this inning and elected, maybe my odds here are better at striking him out than they are of tagging out Lawson Darthard.
Yeah, he really has 2 strikes on him. He has the chance to put him away and get out of this inning unscathed. Haymakers still looking for their first hit here in the top of the second inning with 2 outs. Tomasi fouls it yet again. Haymakers have been having long at-bats this top of the inning. 3 full counts as well as fouling pitches off.
Yeah, Siqueiros was able to get through the first inning in just 8 pitches. He's now pitched 27 pitches in this second inning. And any of these pitches could be the last one.
Yeah, what a turnaround as well. They were going down 1-2-3 in the first, and now they're just having long at-bats. Fouling everything off, and he shoots it up in the sky. The third baseman for the Rush is going to call him off, and he get out of the inning unscathed. The Rush still lead 1-0 after Darthard stole second, standing in scoring position. But now we'll be heading to the bottom of the second inning. We'll be right back after this break.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City.
Welcome back, folks, and thank you for tuning in into Game 1 of the PSCL here in Palm Springs. The Rush is still currently leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Haymakers did have a runner in scoring position as Darthard was able to reach 5 walks and stole second base, but the Haymakers couldn't bring him in. And now due up for the Rush, we have the 6th hitter, Jose Diaz, taking low for ball 1. Ray Martinez was able to hold the Rush for not too long, getting the first 2 batters out. But now they were able to score off an RBI single by Easton Kretzer, bringing in Derek Ball as he reached on the fielder's choice.
So 1-2 count now, and that foul ball just skimming over the top of the press box. I was waiting for a thud, didn't hear it.
He takes low for ball 2. Jose Diaz is out of College of the Desert. Was able to get 2 hits. No, excuse me, just 1 hit. Had a double, but brought in 3 RBIs. And his last game was against the Bombers on June 30th.
That game was crazy. Steven and I were on the call for that. Then the internet went out late in the game, but it was an 8-1 game after 2.
And Jose Diaz rips it into the left center gap, but the right fielder is able to cut it off. What a great piece of hitting the Rush have been showing. That'll be their 3rd hit of the game.
In that game, the Rush were the visitors, and they were down 8-1 after 2, as I was saying, and then they stormed back. They scored 10 unanswered. Then we go to the bottom 7th, and the Bombers walk it off.
Yeah,
It was an insane game.
Sounds insane. Coming back 8-1, and then the Bombers just somehow find momentum. You would think that the Rush would have all the momentum going their way since they came back 8-1.
That's absolutely right, and there were a cascade of errors that allowed them to take that lead. But just the bottom 7th, something clicked, and that 11-8 deficit turned into a 12-1 victory.
Yeah, the Jacks. It was the Jacks, correct?
No, it was Rush and Bombers.
Bombers. There you go. But the Bombers are 10-7 in the PSCL standings, so they've been swinging a hot bat as well. And due up for the Rush is going to be T.J. Wilson. Shoots it up straight into the sky to center field. But that'll be the first out of the inning. And now due up we have Jordan Wenner. Jordan Wenner is out of Forest Hills Collegiate High School. Is a recent 2025 high school graduate. Went 0 for 1 his last game against the Bombers, but on June 29th, he was able to work 3 walks. And now he's going to foul out, but the first baseman, Darthard, was not able to get there in time.
It was a tough play to make because of the spin. It was going to drift more and more towards the backstop in front of the visitors' dugout, and Darthard, he had a good play on it, just a bit out of his reach. Didn't go high enough.
Yeah, got a good jump, but it was just hit short enough and was able to drop in front of him. Would have been a hard play to make otherwise. And now we still have Jose Diaz at first base after he single. Takes a pretty decent lead there at first base. Catcher threw it back, but what a pick by Darthard to save it from the throw going out into outfield. Evan Percival tried to back pick him, but Diaz was able to get back in time. Jordan Wenner is currently in a 1-1 count with 1 out. Ray Martinez fires it back with the strike. Gets ahead in the count. Has a chance to turn a double play here with Diaz standing at first. The Rush are currently leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. They were able to get a run by Ethan Kretzer's RBI single to bring in Derek Ball.
The 2-2 count for Jordan Wiener, the catcher. And 8th in the order. Martinez faced 5 in the first.
Wenner yanks it down the third baseline foul. It's early on that one.
It's a slow start for both these teams, and given their spot in the standings, it can go either way. They can come out hot or they can come out cold, kind of come out lukewarm, depending on the pitcher that they face. This is kind of how I expected, though, this game, considering their records.
And he shoots it up the middle. It's off of Martinez's leg. He's able to recover to turn to 2. And they get the inning-ending double play with the softly hit ball by Jordan Wenner. Ray Martinez was able to recover after it hit his leg, shoot it to second base, and throw it back to first to record the double play. And that's how this inning ends. The Rush is still currently leading 1-0. Now we'll be heading to the top of the 3rd inning. We'll be right back after this break.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. We currently have the Rush taking on Haymakers. Rush currently leading 1-0 after an RBI single by Eston Kretzer. But Haymakers were able to get out of a jam with the runner at first base with the inning-ending double play by Ray Martinez. Jordan Werner hit it right back up the middle, bouncing off of Martinez, but he was able to recover and throw it to second. And they were able to throw it back to first for a 1-4-3 double play. And now we're entering the top of the third. Leading off is going to be Seth Bryson, the extra hitter. Sicarios is still on the bump before the Rush. Still hasn't allowed a hit from the Haymakers.
There's a quick timeout. He's going to tie his right cleat. I guess it came loose.
Yeah, you got to make sure that's nice and tight. And now we have Aiden Holcomb on deck circle playing left field for the Haymakers. It's going to be a lefty-righty matchup as Bryson stands in the lefty's batter box, and he takes for strike one. Now, last inning, the Haymakers were able to see 28 pitches from Sicarios. So they've been fouling a lot of pitches off, working full counts as they were able to get into 3 of them. And he switches straight up in the air, but the Rush's second baseman is able to recover it. It's going to be Litzenberger collecting the first out of the inning.
Litzenberger's been pretty good at second base. He has one fly-out catch in each of the first 3 innings. So that's usually, you see most pop-outs go into center field. And but no, a lot of them gone to him, and he's been an ace there so far today.
Yeah, good job by the pitcher as well, making the offense get weak contact. Weak pop outs, and they still haven't given up a hit, but that's shoot right to the first baseman, Jose Diaz, and he's able to smother it and get the second out of the inning. Another quick work for Sicarios. 4 pitches, 2 outs.
And it looks like this inning so far is going to go back to how the first one was. And it looks like we have number 40 in the 10 hole. It's not number 11, so there's a last-minute change. Haymakers, it was supposed to be Evan Kosonoy. It is not.
So now we do have a substitution, but we'll go ahead and get the name for you as soon as we check. Throws in for ball 1 is in a 1-0 count. Fries it back with strike 1. It's currently a 1-1 count. And as it be Nathan LeBeau coming into a pinch hit for Kosonoy. Throws it up for ball 2. Counts currently 2-1. Nathan LeBeau.
It doesn't look like a pinch hit because this is his first time up. So maybe, yeah, I think it might just be a lineup change that was written down after the fact, after we got the picture the first time.
Yeah, so it looks like LeBeau is going to be the new DH with the last-minute lineup switch. But he is ahead in the count, 3-1 to Sicarios, still with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. Rush are currently leading 1-0. Haymakers are also looking for their first hit, although they did get their first base runner, with Darthard walking to first base and stealing second. LeBeau takes for ball 4. That'll be their second base runner of the game, back-to-back games with the runner on. But the Haymakers are still looking for a hit to at least get something going for them.
Yeah, there's the only base runners got on because of walks, and now we're back to the top of the order with Gianni Brasesco.
And it looks like the Reds don't have anyone moving. Although the Haymakers don't have a hit yet, they've been seeing a lot of pitches fouling them off as well. So they're making great progress towards getting that first hit of the game. Still with 2 outs here in the top hitter, Brasesco batting again. And he shoots it down the line. Foul. Just fouled. Just yanked it as well.
That went foul like more than halfway down the third base line. It was bouncing fair, it looked like, and then all of a sudden it took that hop and it went to the left of third base. That was a good hit, though. That's definitely would have taken a long time for them to field. Could have resulted in Nathan LeBeau coming home.
Yeah, Brasesco is currently working with the 4-game hit streak. Has a chance to make it 5 here. Takes away for ball 2. He's ahead in the count 2-1. Still have LeBeau starting at first base after earning himself a walk. Haymakers still looking for the first hit. It's still 1-0 here in the top of the 3rd inning. The Rush were able to score off an RBI single by Easton Kretzer, bringing in Derek Ball. Sicarios missed away for ball 3. Now Sicarios already walked the Bow, but with another walk, you might see the Haymakers getting some momentum. With the runner on second base, 2 walks, and then we still have Jonas Ballesteros in the on-deck circle, and he shoots it straight up into the skies. Second baseman Litzenberger is able to catch it and bring it down for the 3rd out of the inning. Through 3 innings, the Haymakers still don't have a hit, as Sicarios is able to work to make quick work. Haymakers are currently fouling pitches off, but it's still not enough to get that first hit. We'll be right back after this break as we head into the bottom of the 4th inning.
Like a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99 at Palm Springs.
Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. Here in Southern California, we currently have the Rush taking on the Haymakers. Rush still leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And now due up for the Rush is going to be Sully Wenner, the left fielder.
Martinez done a solid job keeping the Rush at bay. Only 1 run has come around, and that's an unearned run because it was an error by the second baseman, Brasesco.
Yeah, they were able to take advantage of it, having a runner in scoring position, but now they have the chance to put on the lead as Sully Wenner comes up to bat. He's currently out of College of the Desert.
One of many players that go to College of the Desert out here. It's a local recruiting bed, as is the PSCL Empower.
And Sully Wenner shoots it to the left fielder as it drops right in front of him for a single. That would be the 4th hit of the game. And now we have Drayden Scott coming up to bat, playing right field. And Sully Wenner currently only has 1 stolen base, and that came back against the Coyotes on June 28th. Oh no, excuse me. Against the Jacks on June 14th. So we'll see if he extends that, adds another one on that stat line as Scott takes for strike 1. Drayden Scott's currently out of Wartburg College, Batting .259, he was able to get a hit and collect a run. And he shoots it straight up into the sky. Center fielder for the Haymakers is going to have to fight off that sun. And he's able to, and he gets the first out of the inning.
Good awareness, too, because he called off. That was McGuinn calling off Holcomb, making say, hey, just stay back, I got this. And as your point, he was staring into the sun on that. And the throw in quick to stop Solly Wiener from advancing a second, because that could have been deep enough, and because of the sun, there was a chance that Solly Wiener decided to advance.
Yeah, we see some close plays with players not communicating correctly. But thankfully, they were able to communicate loud and clear. And there he goes, trying to steal second. Ball's offline, and he thought about trying to take three, but the center fielder for the Haymakers, McGuinn, is able to come back and recover the ball quickly. Now, Solly Warner has his second stolen base this summer.
Litzenberger got on base with leadoff single in the bottom first and tagged out 4-6. After that error by Rosesco dropped the ball, he had to advance, and he had no choice but to be tagged out.
Yeah, great recovery by the defense, able to get the lead runner out. But now Litzenberger is in a 1-1 count. Have the chance to extend the lead 2-0 with the runner at second base after a stolen base. Throws it up for ball 2. He's ahead in the count 2-1. Rush is still leading the Haymakers 1-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. The Rush currently have 4 hits, and the Haymakers still have 0, but they were able to get 2 runners on with 2 walks. And they threw it right behind him for ball 3. That one almost got him in a jersey.
That was a smooth catch, too, because you don't see him extend his glove out there until, like, it's just about to soar past him, and that could have resulted in a wild pitch, bringing Solly Wiener to third.
Yeah, very savvy to catch it behind the batter's back. Missed outside for ball 4. Litzenberger is able to work himself a walk. And he's been on base twice his game so far, and now we have Levy Marujo, who flied out to the shortstop his first time around. And now we have Litzenberger standing at first and Solly Werner standing at second after he stole it. Got him with that breaking pitch for strike 1.
Lubby Marujo, he got his nickname Lubby from his older sister because his middle name is Caleb and the second syllable is Lub. And so everyone calls him that except for his grandmother.
And now Levy Marujo takes for ball 1, currently a 1-1 count. Got him with the fastball up and away for strike 2. Marujo is currently out of New Mexico Highlands, batting .280. Was able to work a walk and score twice his last game. And that came on June 30th against the Bombers as they won 11-12. Still a 1-2 count to Marujo with 1 out. Martinez does have the chance to get out of this. They keep the Rush scoreless with a double play with the runner standing on first and second as the Rush still lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. You have Litzenberger standing on first after a walk. And Solly Werner was able to steal second. And it shoots it away foul to stay alive. Now Marujo does have 5 RBIs. The last one came on June 25th against the Colonials as they won 9-2. And it shoots it up the middle past the shortstop. Solly Werner is in around third. He cuts it off and they were able to put on another run. Rush currently lead 2-0 with an RBI single by Marujo.
And playing it safe wisely was Aiden Litzenberger not coming to third. Because that throw-in, that could have resulted in him going just a little too far. And instead, the inning continues with just 1 out.
Yeah, they were able to move station to station. McGuinn was able to fire it in quickly. But nonetheless, they still have another in scoring position again. But Martinez still has a chance to turn a double play to limit the damage, with runners at first and second. And now we have Derek Ball coming up to bat, who scored his first time around. It's only 2-0 though. The game's still within reach. A lot of ball game left, but he jammed him, and the first baseman Darthard is running to go snag it. That'd be the second out of the inning.
Yeah, a very quick one. And that we've seen foul balls go in that territory where Dothard tries to get it, and it hasn't gone his way. But that one from Derek Ball does get out.
Yeah, it stayed up in air long enough for him to get over there. It was pretty far. He ran probably like at least 50 feet to get over there. And now we have Easton Kretzer, who had the RBI single back in the first inning. Easton Kretzer's out of Webster University. Currently has 11 RBIs with the one from today as well. Easton Kretzer gets ready to get back into the box. We still have runners at first and second as the Rush lead now 2-0 after an RBI single by Lovi Marujo. Ray Martinez checks back to second base as Litzenberger runs back, and we have Marujo standing at first base. Litzenberger taking a pretty decent lead at second base. Gives you the idea if he's going to try to take third or just having a big lead. The ball gets past the catcher, and the runners are able to advance to third and second. Litzenberger thought about rounding third, but stays back, rightfully so.
And we've seen some stolen bases in the Power, and there's been some stolen base attempts in the PSCL this season, but none that that I've seen in my games I've called have been successful. And really, the Jamal Ritter kind of gave away the blueprint on how exactly to do it. He did it the same way twice. Basically, you just take off for home as soon as the ball leaves the catcher's hand.
And he shoots it straight up to the air. The left fielder's running back. Is he going to get there? No, it's just out of his reach as the ball lands on the warning track. That ball just kept carrying. Easton Kretzer has been an RBI machine. That'll make 3 RBIs, currently 2 for 2. That ball was crushed running over to left field.
Yeah, 6 hits and now 4-0, and the Rush slowly they're extending their lead in this game as Kyler Bachman comes to the plate.
Great piece of hitting. Easton Kretzer's showing off today. And now Bachman takes for strike one as the fastball gets him on the outside corner. Bachman takes a breaking pitch for strike 2, has him in the hole 0-2 quickly. Ray Martinez doing what he can to limit the damage. The Rush are currently leading 4-0 here in the bottom of the third inning as they're able to put on 3 more runs. And then Bachman shoots it right in the gap, and it's going to fall for a base hit. He's going to throw it to the cutoff man to stop Bachman from advancing, and that would be an RBI single. And that'll bring in Easton Kretzer.
And this game getting out of hand fast. Once again, Kretzer coming home to score. And now Kyler Bachman, who flew out to second base, hits one just a little bit further out, kind of in the same direction to get an RBI single.
And now we have Jose Diaz, who also singled back in the second inning. Takes for strike 1. Jose Diaz was able to get a hit on June 30th against the Bombers, so now he currently has a 3-game hit streak going on. Bachman taking a small lead at first base. Jose Diaz takes in for strike 2. Martinez was able to get 2 strikes on Kyler Bachman as well, but was not able to put him away. But now this is his chance to put this batter away as he shoots it in the gap. A right center, and he's going to get there. The center fielder is able to bring it down to collect the third out of the inning. The Rush were able to put on another 4 runs, making it 5-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. And now we're heading to the top. The Haymakers are still looking for the first hit of the game. We'll be right back after this break.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including 1 mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. The Rush were able to tack on another 4 runs, expanding their lead of 5-0 as we head into the top of the 4th. But the Haymakers been working full counts and getting on base as they were able to get on with walks. 1 back in the 2nd and 1 back in the 3rd. But they are still looking for the first hit. And now due up for the Haymakers, we have Jonas Ballesteros, who flew out to the left fielder his first time around. And the Rush still have Sicarios going back in there.
He's been making real quick work, only giving up 2 walks and no hits. And this is pitch number 53 as that fouled back.
Yeah, he's been doing great, even though the Haymakers are fouling pitches off, getting deep in the counts, but doesn't seem to face Sicarios as he has an 0-2 count now to Ballesteros. And on deck for the Haymakers, we have Owen McGuinn. Now, the Haymakers only struck out twice. They've been putting the ball in play, just not getting the results they want to get, but he throws it in the dirt for ball 1. Ball was skipped in front of the catcher.
That was well in front of the plate, too. It hit the dirt, kind of where the grass kind of straightens out before it curves down either first or the third base line. And now the catcher's going out to talk to him, just try to settle him down. Jordan Wiener, he's done a great job communicating with Sicario so far this game.
Yeah, he's been doing excellent, but now that it looks like the Haymakers have someone warming up, it looks like it's number 28 if I'm correct, and we'll go ahead and confirm the name and number as soon as we can.
Yeah, it is number 28. And that will be, let me just
That'll be Gianni Brasesco.
That's correct, yeah. So we'll see if he abandons his post at second base and instead elects to go on the mound.
And Sicarios threw it away for ball 2. Ballesteros is able to even up the count at 2-2. Here in the top of the 4th inning, Haymakers are currently losing 5-0. The game's still within reach. Still got a couple more innings to go for them. Well, you do want to get one here in this inning.
Yeah, you definitely have to.
Yanks it down the left field line. Foul. Loud strike, though. Stays alive in its at bat.
Not the first foul ball of Haymakers I've hit that have gone over there, but in the home batting cages.
Yeah, they've been making a lot of contact. It just seems their timing is just off just by a little bit. And as soon as they get that figured out, they'll be putting the balls in plays in no time. And he just shoots one down, one straight up in the sky. The left fielder is able to get it for the Rush. Had to run in quickly. Sully Winter had to run full sprint while the hat falls off, but that'd be the first out of the inning.
Yeah, as he approached the ball, he lost it and he slowed down. He caught it at an awkward angle. If you saw his glove, he was kind of sticking it out, but not with his arm not fully extended, and that's because he was trying to spot it. He lost it for a split second, still made the catch.
Yeah, great way to recover as well while he was doing it on a fly. So now we have Owen McGuinn coming up to bat. The center fielder struck out his first time around. And on deck for the Haymakers, we have Lawson Darthard. Sicarios fires in a ball. It looked like it just missed the indoor part of the plate.
Yeah, that was very close. and grazing the outside corner of the zone.
And McGuinn shoots it to left field, and it's going to be caught. He's sitting right under, and he camped it. It's going to be the second out of the inning. Sully Winter currently recorded both of the outs in this inning.
Yeah, that's his third catch. The first one was in the top of the first inning, also against Jonas Ballesteros, who flew out to lead off in this inning. And here's Lawson Darthard.
Yeah, Darthard was able to reach by walks, and he was able to steal second base, his second one this summer.
Yeah, there hasn't been a base runner for the Haymakers that has gone beyond second base. So yeah, third base is still a place they have not gone today.
Darthard takes for strike one as the ball hit the outside corner. The Rush are currently leading 5-0 here in the top of the fourth inning. They were able to put on 4 more runs back in the third. Rush currently have 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors, while the Rush have 0 runs, 0 hits, and committed 1 error. And now Darthard's in the hole 0-2 with 2 outs. So Cardinals is able to get out of this inning with working a 1-2-3. Darthard gets jammed and shoots it up in the sky. The first baseman for the Rush is calling them off, and they're able to get 3 outs. 3 pop outs, 3 outs for Sicardios. And now we head into the bottom of the fourth inning while the Rush currently lead 5-0. We'll be right back after this break.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including one mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Welcome back, folks, and thank you for tuning in into Game 1 of the PSCL here in Palm Springs, California. We currently are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Rush are leading 5-0 as they were able to put on 4 more runs back in the third. And now pitching for the Haymakers, we have Gianni Brasesco, who was playing second, and now we have Ray Martinez. standing at second base. So they just did a straight defensive swap. But now Brzesko was able to fire in the strike against T.J. Wilson. T.J. Wilson lines it out to the second baseman to get the first out. 2 pitches, 1 out.
That was a very easy one, and the second baseman for both teams today have been phenomenal. The one error committed earlier by Brzesko before the switch, but he was able to tag out a runner on that anyway.
Yeah, he was able to recover quickly and get the lead runner out at second.
So here's the final line for Ray Martinez. 3 innings pitched, 61 pitches, 1 walk, no strikeouts, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned runs.
And now he gets his second out, hopefully, and he's under it. And there he goes, the third baseman for the Haymakers. That would be Jonas Ballesteros was calling it off. 4 pitches, 2 outs. Brzesko's making quick work here. And now we have Soli Wenner, who was able to get a single and scored last time around in the 3rd inning. Fouls it straight back for strike 1.
And Brzesko looking to do what Sicarios did in the start of this game, is get through the first inning on the mound very quick. And Sicarios just had 8 pitches. Now that's pitch number 5.
Yeah, this is what if you're the Haymakers, this is an inning you need. Make quick work of the rush and get them down 1-2-3. The game's still within reach. There's only 5 runs with 2 innings to play with, and now he gets them looking for strike 3. And we'll be heading back into the top of the 5th inning. Haymakers were able to put down the rush 1-2-3. And we'll be right back after this break.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL here in Southern California. The Rush are currently leading 5-0, but with the new pitching change, the Haymakers were able to put them away 1-2-3 and getting their first strikeout of the game. And now due up for the Haymakers is going to be Augie Cohen. Now the Haymakers did have their chances on bringing someone home as they were able to get someone on back in the 3rd inning with the walk and as well as back in the 2nd. Haymakers still looking for their first hit, and there it looks like he's going to pop out into foul territory, and yes, he does. The Reds' first baseman, Easton Kretzer, was able to run it down and get the first out of the inning. Looked like he jabbed him there on a 2-0 count.
And that was right in an odd patch of dirt that's still kind of damp from earlier this morning, and it's uneven, so he could have fallen there, but he kept his balance, and now he has retired the last 2 Haymakers batters. He caught the fly out from Dothert to end the top of the 4th, and now he caught Augie Cowan's pop out to lead off in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, both teams in the infield have been working today, getting some soft liners, some pop outs, but they do have to fight off the sun as well as the breeze that's coming in, blowing towards left field, so that ball is going to start drifting a little bit. But now we have Evan Percival in a 1-1 count here in the top of the 4th inning. Percival struck out his first time around back in the 2nd inning, but he was able to work a full count as well as many of these Haymakers batters fouling off pitches, getting deep into counts, but they're just not getting the results that they wanted. They've only struck out twice, have not struck out back in the 3rd and 4th inning. Shoots it right over to the second baseman for the rush, and it skips away as Evan Percival was able to get on base now, as that ball got away from the second baseman, which was Aiden Litzenberger. Took a couple hops as he was rushing in.
Yeah, that's going to be E4. This is a normal slow bouncer routine play that just got past him. And a runner on first. Here's Dominic Tomasi,
who also popped out to the 3rd baseman. So we begin a lot of pop-outs by Sicardios. He throws it in for strike 1. Now the Haymakers were able to shut out the rush back in the 4th inning, which is something they desperately needed. And he shoots it right to the shortstop, but he's too far off the bag, and he's not able to get him. They had the chance to double up Percival, as he was in no man's land pretty much, but the throw was just offline by Lubby Marujo. Was able to read it correctly.
Yeah, Marujo, he kind of pump faked for a second. He needed to see exactly where the base runner was when he was going to release it. He did not want to hit him. That would have resulted in him being going to second base.
Great play, great attempt though to try to double up Percival, who was pretty much halfway the second after he caught the ball.
You know, only 9 pitches into this top of the 5th inning. Sicardios finding the groove he was able to in the 1st.
And now we have Seth Bryson, the extra hitter, currently in an 0-2 count after that foul ball that almost stayed fair but just rode foul. And then we have Adam Nuke Holcomb standing on deck circle. Seth Bryson popped out to the second baseman his first time around, chops it over to the first baseman, and he's able to take it himself. So the Rush are able to get out of this inning unscathed yet again, holding the Rush scoreless through 5 innings of work, while the Rush heading to the bottom of the 5th inning. And we'll be right back after this break.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app. at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL here in Palm Springs, California. The Rush are currently leading 5-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They were able to put up 4 more runs back in the 3rd. And now due up for the Rush, we have Drayden Scott, who flied out to the center fielder his first time around. And pitching for the Haymakers, we still have Brasesco coming in to relieve Ray Martinez.
Yeah, Brasesco was able to get through that bottom 4th in just 6 pitches.
Yeah, that's something they really needed, as the Rush has been continuing to get hits. But now let's see if Brasesco can hold him down again. And now he's in a 2-0 count to Drayden Scott. And I'm just giving you guys an update from the turf field. The Jacks lead the Bootleggers in the top of the 6th, 4-1.
That game going to wrap up soon. We can see it there. Bootleggers, it looks like they're the road team in the Grizzly, you said? Yeah.
The Bootleggers and the, excuse me, give me 1 second. The Jacks and the Bootleggers. Jacks are leading the Bootleggers, correct, yes.
Okay. Because I know it's a dark green team. Both of them have almost identical uniforms. Yeah, so so Lumberjacks at home, Bootleggers road.
Yeah, now Drayden Scott's in a 2-2 count. Still with the leading off the inning for the Rush. He missed away for ball 3. He was able to work it a full now. This will be Brasesco's first full count. He was able to get out of the inning in the 4th in just 6 pitches, but it looks like things have turned around for the Rush. And he gets jammed a little bit, and the left fielder for the Haymakers is going to run over and snag it. What a great jump by him, as that ball looked like it was going to go in the gap. But it stayed up just long enough.
And he knew he was going to make it in time, too, because as you saw, once he got there, Holcomb slowed down to make the catch. He did not want to run too far and overdo it.
A great route by Aiden Holcomb. And now we have the Rush's leadoff batter, Aiden Litzenberger. He's currently 1 for 1, had a single in the 1st, and was able to earn a walk back in the 3rd and scored. That was a breaking pitch for strike 1.
He had that one mistake, that error in the top of the 5th inning, but it was for naught, as the next 2 batters were retired on just 5 pitches. But yeah, that normal routine play just went behind him.
Yeah, the Haymakers certainly had the chances earlier in the game to be put on the board to cut down the deficit, but now it's still 5-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Litzenberger takes a strike on the outside corner. Now he's in a hole 1-2. Still with 1 out. The Rush were able to put on 5 runs, collect 7 hits, while the Haymakers have 0 runs and 0 hits. And that one straight up shot into the sky. It's over Holcomb's head. And it looks like it's going to be a home run. Aiden Litzenberger hit it over the wall. And mind you, that is 350, so it looked like it might have gone 360, 370 maybe. Certainly had the height. And now the Rush currently leads 6-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Litzenberger's throwing off the pop he has.
And that one, because of the placement of the pitch and also on the body language of Holcomb out in left field, it looked like for a moment before he slowed down that he was going to be able to catch that over his head. But instead, he stops before he even gets to the warning track and realizing it's gone. And in that particular part of the outfield wall, it's accessible to the public, people walking on the sidewalk. So someone will probably go fetch that ball later.
Yeah, that ball was absolute smoke. And here goes another one. Center fielder, but it looks like he just got under it. And that'll be Litzenberger's first home run this summer.
11 pitches this inning. It was a full count walk to Jaden Scott. Aiden Litzenberger hitting a home run on the 1-2 count, and now Lubby Marujo, he just flied out to center field in the first pitch. Here's Derek Ball.
Derek Ball is currently 0 for 2, although he does have a run scored. Derek Ball gets jammed and it goes down the right field line. Oh, it looks like it's fair. It just squeaked by and he has himself a hit. So now we have Easton Kretzer, who's currently 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs.
And because of the grass down there, when they drag the baseline, it's kind of hard to see where it is, but that one bounced fair, maybe 2 feet to the left of the line at first. And we're going to have a pinch runner, number 7. Yeah.
Let's see who that would be for the Rush. So number 7 for the Rush is coming to pinch run. That's going to be Brody Minnick out of Tufts University. Currently has 6 stolen bases. So it makes you wonder why they put him out there. We'll see if they take advantage of that speed over there down at first base.
Here's Easton Kretzer.
Easton Kretzer takes for ball 1. Has a chance at another RBI with some speed down at first. Easton Kretzer pops it right over to the stands for strike 1.
Jeez, that's
bounced right on top of the press box.
Oh my God, that scared me. Oh, that scared me. I know I saw them looking kind of back at us, but I thought, oh, it's just gonna soar over.
Yeah, I was like, I wonder where the ball's gonna land. They just keep staring back here.
Right on top of us, and then right into the bleachers.
So is with you. The ball just inches closer and closer. But now, Derek Ball's in a 1-1 count. No, excuse me, Easton Kretzer. Takes for ball 2. He's currently in a 2-1 count here with 2 outs. The Rush were able to put on yet another run after a Litzenberger solo home run over the left field wall. Scores holds currently 6-0. And now with the single by Derek Ball, and he shoots it straight up into the sky. Darthar's right under it, and he collects the 3rd out of the inning. Rush were able to put on another run, currently leading 6-0 heading into the top of the 6th inning. We'll be right back after this break.
Like a family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. We currently have the Rush beating the Haymakers 6-0 with the Litzenberger solo shot to extend the lead back in the 5th inning. And now due up for the Haymakers on top of the 6th inning, we have Adam Nuke Holcomb, who flied out to the first baseman his first time around. Now the Haymakers are still looking for the first hit, although they did earn themselves 2 walks. And he hits him right over to the second baseman. He fields it and fires it to first base to get the first out of the inning. Holcomb got a good piece of it, but it was right to the second baseman.
Yeah, Litzenberger had that error. This time, though, this was a tougher ball to field. Even though there was not going to take a bad hop, it was traveling at a faster velocity, and it was way out to his left, so he had to kind of scoop it up with his arm fully extended, but he made the throw over to first for the 4-3 putout.
Yeah, ball was hit very sharp, making him move a couple steps towards his glove side. And now we have Nathan LeBeau who was able to earn himself a walk his first time around, taken for strike 1. Sicarios is still out there, only holds 2 strikeouts. Haymakers were able to work full counts, foul pitches off, but they just haven't gone their way yet.
And we will have a pinch hitter for Gianni Brasesco. It's as the switch we reminded you. Ray Martinez, who is a starting pitcher for the Haymakers, is now going to be batting in the 1 hole for Gianni Brasesco right after this.
Yeah, it looks like they just switched defensively, as well as now he's going to be taking a spot in the batting lineup. Now swing and a miss. He collects his 3rd strikeout of the game. He's able to get LeBeau swinging. And now we have Martinez coming up to bat. Was the starting pitcher earlier, just to give you guys a reminder. But now he's over at second base, taking Brasesco's spot. And it looks like the bootleggers, and he shoots it right over to the shortstop. And the first pitch, a 1-hopper, and he's able to get out of the inning. Haymakers were not able to collect a hit, but now we're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Rush currently leads 6-0, and we'll be right back after this break.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City, facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. Rush are currently leading the Haymakers 6-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Litzenberger was able to hit a solo shot to extend the lead back in the 5th inning. And now due up for the Rush, we have Kyler Bachman. Popped out his first time around and was able to get an RBI single back in the 3rd inning. Bachman takes for ball 1 as the fastball is missed up. Bachman now has a hit in back-to-back games. Back on June 30th, he was able to record 2 hits. And that was against the Bombers as they won 11-12. Takes for ball 2, so now he's ahead of the count 2-0. And then the Haymakers still have Gianni Brasesco on the mound. Shoots it straight up in the sky. Looks like it's going to be out of play for strike 1. And it looks like the Bombers do have someone warming up, number 13.
And we'll see if he comes in, but Brasesco, he came in after 3 innings of Martinez, and then Sicarios, you think they want to give him the complete inning when you just the comparison to the pitching today. I hope, for him, I know he certainly doesn't want to be left. He wants to get the complete game.
Yeah, he only had 6 pitches back in the 6th inning and 11 back in the 5th, so he's been doing pretty well with that pitch count as well. But now Bachman was able to work it back to a full count, 3-2, fouls it off to stay alive.
And if it is, though, a relief pitcher to close the game for the Rush, it's going to be number 13, as you mentioned. and that is Jaden Scott. We'll see if there's a switch, because Jaden Scott is currently in right field for the Rush.
And here comes the payoff pitch, missed away for ball 4. Basesco walked the leadoff batter. And now we have Jose Diaz, who singled his first time around.
Yeah, he's had a single to lead off in the second, then flew out to center field to end the third. No, and Jose Diaz, funny story, because he was originally wearing number 23, but someone misplaced the jersey, so he's going to be wearing 20 for the rest of the season. It's not a number change. It is still Jose Diaz.
Jose Diaz takes in for ball 1. Just missed the inner part of the plate. Now the Rush are currently leading 6-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Haymakers right now time, as they only have 3 outs to play with as they head into the top of the 7th. He fouls it off his foot. Now he's on the ground. Ouch. That one looked like it hurt.
And for the viewers, I don't know if you noticed that, but you saw like the cloud, the shade move across the infield, then the sun come back out from behind it in real time. That was cool. I've only ever seen that like in my life a few times, where the cloud has been thin enough to where it goes in front of the sun to block it and then moves away and the sun comes back out from behind it.
Oh, now it looks like the Turner's out to check on Diaz. Has he fouled it off his foot or maybe his shin?
Yeah, he probably hit a part of the bone. She's feeling his kneecap, it looks like, and yeah, that part, it hurts.
Oh, that's the worst spot to get hit on too. Nothing but bones. Oh, it looks like it looked like it might have been the kneecap.
Yeah, looks like he'll tough it out.
Ooh.
Yeah, that Carey, a trainer from Pennsylvania, just come out to look at him. He's going to tough out the pain, just wait for it to go away. Nothing structurally is wrong probably with the leg, just needs for it to
get a little breather. Yeah, that's a stinger. I remember I fouled it off there one time when I used to play.
Yeah.
Worst pain ever.
Sometimes the adrenaline just needs to kick in and stomp your feet, just to get the blood flowing again, so he's good.
That's the one thing about batters too in baseball. Once you get a foul ball off your foot, you have to find a way to lock back in, even though it might be some lingering pain. But he's gonna tough it out and get back in there, as he's in a 1-1 count still with no outs. And he shoots it down to first base. Darthard is able to get a glove, but it bounces away from him. And Diaz is able to reach after fouling off a pitch off his foot.
So that's going to be a single just because of how fast that was. And Darthard, he had the glove on it. It still got away from him. That was just a good hit.
Yeah, and great piece of hitting. He got all that too.
So that's hit number 10 on the day for the Rush.
Darthard did what he could. Just hit too sharply. But now they have runners at first and second, still with no outs. Basesco throws it in the dirt, and now they advance a base each. So now we have Jose Diaz standing at second base, while Bachman standing at third.
Yeah, the pass ball, and Percival was able to stop it. And if he didn't get his glove on it, that would have been a wild pitch. But he stopped it, and then he still let it get away from him. That pass ball now puts 2 runners in scoring position for the Rush. With no outs, and they've got this game in cruise control right now.
And now we have TJ Wilson. Wilson, looks like it just missed for ball 2. Great placement by the pitcher as well. Just didn't get the call on that one. Wilson's currently in a 2-0 count. 2 balls, no strikes here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rush currently leading 6-0. They are flirting with getting another run in, but he hits it right to the pitcher, Basesco, and he's able to throw it to first. It's a 1-3 put out.
In that one, he took a quick look over at Bachman at third. It's like, you're not going to advance, right? Good. And then he just quickly lobbed it over to Darthard at first. So now here we have Jordan Wiener.
And Jordan Wiener's currently 0 for 2. Rush have the chance to tack on another 2 runs to put the nail in the coffin. But now it takes for strike 1. Throws it out for ball 1. Counts currently even up a 1-1 with 1 out. After the pass ball that was thrown earlier, we currently have Jose Diaz standing at first base after he reached on a single. And Bachman is currently standing at third after he was able to reach first base by a walk. Now Jordan Werner takes ball 2. He's in a 2-1 count. Still with 1 now in the bottom of the 6th.
Ooh.
Dinks him right in the back, and now the bases are loaded. Although the Haymakers do have the chance to get out of it, limiting the damage with a double play, as they could tag any base now.
Yeah, Solly Wiener coming to the plate.
He's currently 1 for 2 with the single and scored back in the third, and he struck out his last time around back in the fourth inning. So we currently have Bachman standing at third base, Jose Diaz standing at second, and now we have Jordan Winter at first base after the hit by pitch, and it looks like we have a pinch runner for him. It's going to be number 15.
Yeah, it's going to be the courtesy runner because Jordan Wiener is the catcher. Number 15 is Billy Tsakumis on the rush.
He shoots it straight up into the sky in the infield. Second baseman for the Haymakers is calling him off. No, it looks like Darthard is going to catch it to get the second out of the inning.
And on the first pitch of the at-bat by Solly Wiener as well.
And now we have Drayden Scott, who's also 0 for 2 in this game. Has a chance to get an RBI or even more with the base hit. Now it looks like we got a pinch hitter, number 7, coming in to hit for Drayden Scott.
Yeah, that's Brody Minnick.
Brody Minnick is getting his at-bat here. It's going to be a lefty-righty matchup as Minnick steps into the lefty's batter's box. And he fouls it off right to the bullpen for strike 1. Now Brody Minnick is currently on a 4-game hit streak. The last hit came against the Bombers on June 30th as they won 11-12.
And Brody Minnick was a pinch runner for Derek Ball in the 5th, and now here in the 6th, it'll just be probably a straight switch with Jaden Scott. That goes foul because Jaden Scott was warming up in the bullpen, so we're probably going to see now Brody Minnick go out in right field in the top of the 7th.
And Brody Minnick's currently in an 0-2 count as he fouled both pitches off. Has a chance to expand his hit streak right here as he currently has 4. He's currently on a 4-game hit streak. Takes ball 1. Still with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Rush are currently leading 6-0. No, excuse me, 2 outs. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. The Haymakers have the chance to get out of this unscathed. Now he's in a 2-2 count, even it up. And during his 4-game hit streak, he currently has 2 RBIs and has 4 walks. So he's been seeing the ball very well lately.
This is a statement win for the Rush as they're going to improve to 9-8 and get above 500. Now, something to keep in mind, though, for the Haymakers, they have a tie. And so that will cause some trouble in the standings, and definitely it will impact who they face. And there's ball 3.
And now Minnick was able to work it to a full count. Still with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Rush currently leads 6-0. Has a chance to expand the lead here with the base hit by Minnick, who's been having a hot bat lately. This will be his 8th pitch in his at bat. Right. Minnick hasn't struck out in back-to-back games, so he's been a tough assignment for the opposing pitchers. And there comes the payoff pitch, and he missed away for ball 4. Brody Minnick continues to get on base. And now that walks in another run, so that's going to be Kyler Bachman coming in to score. It's currently 7-0. Rush are still up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So that moves everyone to base. So we have Minnick standing at first. We have Jordan Winter, the pinch runner. And he shoots it straight up in the air. It looks like Darthard is going to be under it. And they're going to get out of this inning. They gave up 1 run. And now the score for the Rush is going to be 7-0. Haymakers have 1 more chance to get on the board, or it makes some late inning magic as we head to the top of the 7th inning. We'll be right back after this break.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support.
Welcome back, folks, and thank you for tuning in to Game 1 of the PSCL. The Rush were able to put on another run as they currently lead 7-0 over the Haymakers. Now the Haymakers, this is their last chance here to get a get some late game magic, as they're currently down 7-0 and still looking for their first hit of the game. Although they were able to work 2 walks, one back in the third and the other one came back in the second inning, but they weren't able to catch them in. But now due up for the Haymakers, we have Jonas Ballesteros takes ball 1.
It's a Kairos. He's going for the win and the complete game. He's up to 81 pitches now.
And
with
shoots
that.
it over to the third base. The Haymakers were able to get their first hit in the top of the 7th inning. It was long overdue. They've been getting deep in counts, fouling pitches off. The only issue was they were just getting weak contact, but now Ballesteros was able to get a pitch he loved and drove it past the third baseman in the 5-6 hole.
And there goes the no-hitter for Sakairos, but he's still in line for the win in the complete game. And we have a pinch hitter for the Haymakers. It's going to be number 44. We'll get a name in just a second.
That would be for the Haymakers. Give us 1 second. Oh, that's Whitfield Hayden.
Whitfield Hayden, yes, and that is not a mistake, by the way. His first name kind of sounds like a last name. There's strike 1. Whitfield Hayden now coming in late. Got the same hair as I do.
Whitfield Hayden currently in the 1-1 count. No, excuse me, 0-1 count as he swung at the first pitch for a strike.
A new addition to the Haymakers roster.
And that stays foul as it just rolled out of play. Third baseman was able to get a glove on it just in case that ball came close to going down the line.
Yeah, and had that been fair, though, he probably wouldn't have had time because he was running the opposite direction away from first base. So he wouldn't have time to throw it.
Better safe than sorry, because if it would have stayed fair and gone past the third baseman, that would have been extra bases and maybe a run for the Haymakers.
You know, we've seen.
Oh. And Whitfield Hayden shoots it straight up in the sky. The catcher is going to, now the pitcher is going to catch, is going to call him off. Sicardios took it himself.
So 1 out away, 2 left to go for the Rush. They're only 2 outs away from their 9th win of the year and getting back above 500. Now, Lawson Dothard is at the plate.
Currently 0 for 1 with the walk and the stolen base. That'd be a second stolen base this summer. The last stolen base came back in the first game. He's just showing off how great he can get his jumps. And there goes Hayden Whitfield. No, excuse me, Jonas Ballesteros still in second. And now they have the chance to get a run on the board. Dothard in a 1-0 count, he's ahead early. Still with 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. The Haymakers are down 7-0 to the Rush.
Yeah, still no base runners have gotten beyond second base.
Dothard rips it to the left fielder, drops right in front of him, and now they're able to get on the board with an RBI single by Dothard, bringing in Ballesteros.
As soon as I say that, no one's been able to get beyond second base. Boom, they get an RBI single.
Yeah, they had a run on second base back in the 2nd inning after Dothard stole it, but they weren't able to cash him in. But now they are on the board 7-1 now, here with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. RBI single by Dothard to get the first run. And now we have Augie Cohen coming up to bat, currently 0 for 2. Lined out to the second baseman and popped out Dominic Tomasi. And he shoots it straight up in the air. Second baseman for the Rush is calling him off. And that's going to be Litzenberger collecting the second out. Now due up for the Haymakers, we have Evan Percival, who struck out and reached on the error back in the 5th inning.
Percival, yeah, the catcher, yeah, getting on base, yeah, because of that error, that's the one error by the Rush defense, and the Haymakers defense also committing an error. Both second basemen committing one.
Has been a clean game so far as Percival looks like he's going to shoot it over to the right fielder, and he's not able to get a glove on it. Bounce right in front of him, but fortunate enough, Litzenberger was running back there as well. He's able to recover the ball and throw it back into the infield.
Yeah, there's another hit, so they tack on 3 hits in this top 7th inning when they weren't able to get any in the first 6. Now here's Dominic Tomasi.
And Dominic Tomasi is currently 0 for 2. Popped out to the third baseman and lined out to the shortstop. Now we have Darthard starting at second base and Percival starting at first.
Oh.
And it looks like it hit him.
Yes, it
did. I thought it would have hit the knob for a second, but no, he looks like he's taking first base. Bases are loaded.
Yeah, 12 pitches into this inning. We're going to have an infield meeting, and this game is still within reach for the Haymakers, but I think the coach wants to keep Sicarios in there for the complete game. Don't see if anyone's coming in right now. We did see Jaden Scott warming up before. He did not resume his position in right field. Instead, Brody Minnick went out there, so that may be an indication if things go awry that Sicarios will be pulled and Jaden Scott will be pulled in. But right now, yes, there's not going to be a pitching change. They're just going to discuss a strategy.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Sicardio's game. He still has 2 outs, and they're able to tag any base if it's hit on the ground. As now the bases are loaded for Seth Bryson. Just a quick mound visit just to get him settled down a bit. Sicardio's had himself a game. Collecting 3 strikeouts and only getting 3 hits. All 3 of them coming in the top of the 7th inning. Been doing great having the Haymakers get weak contact and weak pop-outs. And on deck for the Haymakers, we have Aiden Holcomb. Missed low for ball 1. Now this is the Haymakers' chance to at least get a couple more runs. It is going to be a little difficult to get 7 runs in 1 inning. But with the way things are going for them right now, they do have a chance. And he shoots it over to right field. Just foul. He's yanked it down the line.
That would have been problematic, and had that been fair, that probably would have been the end of Sicarios for the day, because Brody Minnick would have had to run pretty far after that one gone in the corner.
Yeah,
but
it was hit.
It stayed foul.
Yeah, it was hit pretty hard too, so it just could have kept rolling away from him. And now he's in a 1-1 count with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Haymakers are down 7-1. Fouled it yet again down the first baseline. Now he's in a 1-2 count. This is Sicardio's chance to put the game away and get the win. But he has to go through Scythe Bryson, who's been fouling both pitches off down the first baseline. Bases are loaded here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Sicarios is able to get out of it. And now the Rush are won the game 7-1. Haymakers did have the chances earlier in the game, but they only had 3 strikeouts. They were able to work a good amount of full counts, fouling pitches off, making Sicardio's work. It wasn't easy to get this win, but the Rush were able to tag on.
Yeah, final thoughts for me. This was a good win for the Rush as the playoffs are just around the corner, and Haymakers finish 5-11-1. I don't believe they play tomorrow. I think it's 17 games for each team. So yeah, final score: Rush 7, Haymakers 1.
Yeah, it certainly was a great game, great pitching performance. But now, if we're gonna be heading on to Game 2 of the PSCL, which is gonna be the Colonials versus the Grizzly at 11:30. So thank you folks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.